set is integers. Integers. The collection of all naturals, that means 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on, including 0 and negative numbers, means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 up to so on. Yes, minus infinity. Right hand side plus infinity. So collection of these all numbers, collection nothing but set. Set is denoted by flower bracket. Flower bracket is a set, and the set is denoted. General sets are denoted by a single capital letters. Natural number set is denoted by n, capital N, and whole number set is denoted by double. And we discussed n is subset of whole number set, because whole number set contains at least one extra element, that is 0. And this is the integer set which is denoted by I or Z. Anyone letter we can use to denote integer set. It is either I or Z. I or Z. Again, we will write subsets by using the integer set. Integer set. First, what is the integer set here? Collection of the all counting numbers, 0 and also negative numbers. I write 3 by 2. This 3 by 2 is integer. What is the 3 by 2? 1.5. 1.5 does not belong to integer set. It is not an integer. 1 is integer, next integer is 2, next integer is 3. But between 1 and 2, how many numbers exist? There are infinite number of numbers exist, which are 1.01, 1.001, 1.001, like that. How many numbers possible to define in between any two numbers? Infinite. So 1.5 is, that is 3 by 2 is P by Q form. It is rational number, but it is not integer. It is not integer. Remember, next. We will write subsets. You see, I plus. What is the meaning of I? Integer set. That means collection of all integers is I. But we are writing here I plus. What is the meaning of I plus? We are collecting. We are collecting integers. Yes. We are collecting integers which are only positive. Which are only positive. So we collect only positive integers. That means right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 1, infinity. What about 0? 0 is neutral, neither positive nor negative. Next, I minus. What is the meaning of I minus? It is also set. Set means collection. We are collecting all integers only from the same set. We are collecting integers which are negative. Which are negative means left side of 0. Left side of 0. Negative numbers. Tell me. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, next minus 4, up to 1, minus infinity. These are the negative integers which is denoted by, this set is denoted by I minus. Here minus indicates negative integers. I plus positive integers. In both the sets we cannot include 0. Why? Because 0 neutral, neither positive nor negative. Next, this is the integer set. First small set is natural number set. Natural number set. Next one is whole number set. Next set is integer set. So these two sets are subsets of this set, integer. Because every natural number exists in the whole number set, and every natural number and every whole number also exist in integers. Integer set. That is why these two sets, n and w, natural number set and whole numbers, both are subsets of integer set. Subsets of integer set. Next we can define a rational number. What is the definition of the rational number? A number is of the form P by Q. P by Q means what about P and Q? What about P and Q? This P is the numerator and Q is the denominator. These two must be integers. These two must be integers. That is the first condition. And one more condition is there, denominator. What is the denominator here? Q. That must not be 0. Numerator 0, no problem. For example, 0 by 4 we will write 0. But denominator is 0. Something by 0, it is infinity. But infinity is not a number that we cannot include, we cannot insert in any set. That is, does not exist in any set. That is why denominator must not be 0. If numerator is 0, no problem. But denominator must not be 0. So, if every number is of the form P by Q, condition is P and Q, numerator and denominator both are integers and denominator must not be 0. Then that number is called the rational number. Collection of, that means set. Collection of those all numbers is called the rational number set, which is denoted by rational numbers. First letter is R, but capital R nothing but real number set. That is why we use here capital Q to denote the rational number set. Rational number set. Example. Use some examples for rational numbers. Very simple. It's a very simple. We know about integer set, right? Take one integer, write down by another integer. That's it. For example, -2 integer by 3 another integer. Yes, it is belongs to Q. This is belongs to this set. This number exists in the rational number set because it is of the form P by Q. What are the conditions? Two conditions. Two conditions. Numerator and denominator must be integers. Yes, what is the numerator? -2 integer, 3 integer, and denominator must not be 0. Very clearly, P is not equal to 0. 3 not equal to 0. So therefore it is rational number. Next, 0. Yes, 0 is the rational number. How? 0 nothing but what? 0 by 1. 0 nothing but 0 by 1. 0 is the integer, denominator 1 is also integer, 1 anyhow, denominator not equal to 0. So, every integer is the rational number. Because we can write by 1, then it is of the form P by Q. P by Q. So, every integer is the rational number, but every rational number is not integer. Try to understand? Every integer is a rational number because you take any integer. For example, -99. -99 can be written as -99 by 1. You take 199. 199 can be written as 199 by 1. So every integer is a rational number, but every rational number not an integer. For example, you take this one -2 by 3. -2 by 3, how much? -0.666, right? It is a rational number, but it is not integer. Integer means -1 is integer, 0 is integer, -1 is integer, -2 integer. But -0.6 is not integer. So every integer is a rational number, but every rational number need not be integer. Need not be integer. Another example for rational number. Rational number very simple. You write down one integer by another integer, another non-zero integer. That's it. That is a rational number. For example, 5 by, we will write 10. 5 by 10 is the rational number. 5 is the integer, 10 is also integer. Denominator 10 not equal to 0. But what is the simplest form of 5 by 10? We can write 1 by 2. Both are same. That means both are rational numbers. Both are rational numbers. Why? Because these two are of the form P by Q and denominator Q not equal to 0. Not equal to 0. That is the rational number set. So every integer is the rational number. Every integer is rational number. Therefore, this set is subset of rational number. So every natural number, every whole number, and every integer set is a subset of Q. Subset of Q. Q nothing but rational number of the form P by Q. P and Q integers. Q must not be 0. Numerator 0 no problem, but denominator must not be 0. So 4 sets. These are next. Prime numbers. Prime and composite. First one, prime number. What is the definition of prime number. A number which has only two factors, 1 and itself. 1 and factors, multiples, divisible, all are same. A number is divisible by 1 and itself, then that number is called a prime number. Is like that also we can define. Otherwise, a number which has only two factors, 1 and itself, then that number is called a prime number. Otherwise, a number is a multiple of 1 and a multiple of itself, then that number is called prime number. Multiple, divisible, factor, all are same. Tell me, what is the definition of prime number? You take one number such that that number has only two factors, 1 and itself. For example, you take 2. 2 is divisible by 1 and 2 is also divisible by itself. 2 by 1, 2, 2 by 2, 1. So only two factors for 2, 1 and 2. What about 3? 3 is divisible by 1 and 3 is also divisible by itself. So that means divisible nothing but it is the factor. So 3 has two factors, 1 and 3. Otherwise, 3 can be written as 1 into 3 or 3 into 1. So 3 has two factors, 1 and 3, either multiple or divisible. Both are same. 3 is the prime number because it has only two factors. What about 4? 4 is divisible by 1. 4 is divisible by 1. 4 is also divisible by 2. Next, 4 is also divisible by 4. 4 is also divisible. Divisible means or multiple or factor. Therefore, the number 4 has three factors, 1, 2 and 4. So, a number which has exactly two factors, 1 and itself, then it is called prime number. Next definition is composite number. So 4 is composite number. Why? Because what is the definition of the composite number? A number which has more than two factors. More than 2 means at least 3 or 4 or 5, but at least 3. So here 4 has 3 factors, 1, 2, 4. So this number 4 is the composite number. After 4, 5. Again 5 is prime. Because 5 has only two factors, 1, that means it is a divisible by. It is a divisible by only 1 and itself, but not by 2 and but not by 3 and but not by 4. That means this number has only two factors, 1 and itself. This is the prime. Next, what about 6? 6 is not a prime, this is composite number. Why? Because what are the factors for 6? 1 is a factor, 2 is factor, 3 is factor and also itself. 6 is also factor. So this number has more than two factors, then this number is called composite number. Next, 1 to 100, you take natural numbers from 1 to 100. Then how many, my question is, how many prime numbers exist in between 1 and 20? 1 to 20. Exactly. 25 prime numbers exist. Then how many composite numbers exist? Remaining all 75. And what about the number 1? Very clearly 100 is composite number because it has more than two factors. 1 is the factor, it is also divisible by 2, that means 2 is the factor. It is also divisible by 4, that means 4 is factor, 5 is factor, 10 is the factor. So it has more than two factors, then 100 is a composite number, leave it. Then what about 1? 1 is divisible by only 1 only. It is neither prime, neither composite number. So only 1 is the neither prime nor composite. Next number, 2 is only even prime. Remaining all prime numbers are odd. This is only even prime number. Remaining prime numbers 3, 5, 7, 11. Up to 13, 17 up to 1. So up to 100 there are 25 prime numbers. These are out of 25 only 1 is the even prime number, that is 2. Remaining 24 prime numbers are odd only. Remaining 24 prime numbers are odd only. Next, 2 is the smallest smallest composite number. Because 1 is neither prime nor composite, 2 is the prime, 3 is also prime. Next composite number is what? 4. This is the first one. Composite number set starts with 4. This number 4 has 3 factors, 1, 2 and 4. That is why it is a composite number, and which is the least one. Which is the least one. This is about prime number and a composite number. Composite number. Next, you see, first one natural number set, next whole number set, next integer set, next rational number set. Next what? Irrational. Rational number set completed. Rational number set is denoted by Q, and every rational number is of the form P by Q, right? Now, irrational. 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 Nothing but it is not in the form of. It is not in the form of P by Q. It is not in the form of P by Q. For example, you take pi. What is the pi value? 3 point. We will write pi value approximately 3.141. It is not exactly 3.414. 3.14123 up to so on. But we cannot express in the form of P by Q. It is irrational. And E also. What is the approximate value of this E? 2.71 up to so on. Something. This also we cannot express in the form of P by Q. That is why it is an irrational number. And you can take even root 2. Root 2 can be written as root 2 by 1. That means it is P by Q form? No. P by Q form means P by Q, and there is a condition on P and Q. P and Q must be integers only, not other numbers. Okay, here denominator Q is the integer, 1 is the integer, but root 2 is not integer, therefore it is not in the form of P by Q, it is not rational, that means it is irrational. Root 2, root 3 also irrational. What about root 4? Root 4 can be written as plus or minus 2 by 1. It is of the form either plus 2 by 1 or minus 2 by 1. That means P by Q form. Why? Because both are integers. P and Q both are integers. Again, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8 irrational. But root 9 is the rational number. Why? Because root 9 again plus or minus 3. Plus or minus 3 can be written as P by Q form. Nothing but 3 by 1. Both are integer. And this is very clearly not equal to 0. So irrational number. Number is not a rational, then that number is called the irrational. So that means a number is not rational. Not rational. Then it is called irrational number. Irrational number set is denoted by Q dash. Q dash. That means we are eliminating some numbers which are rationals. We are eliminating rationals from where? Integers. We are eliminating some numbers from where? Q or real numbers. We are eliminating rational numbers from real numbers. Then that set is called the irrational set, and it is denoted by Q dash, otherwise Q complement. Q dash or Q complement. That means the collection of all rationals and irrationals, nothing but real numbers. Nothing but real numbers. So this one, Q complement, nothing but not rational, irrational, nothing but we are going to eliminate all the rational numbers from the reals. Why? Because real number set is the universal set. Universal set. Example pi, e, root 2, root 3 for irrational. Next. So every rational number is irrational, but every irrational number is not rational. That means Q is subset of Q dash, but Q dash is not subset of Q. And these all 6 sets, rational number set, whole number set, integers, rationals and irrationals, these all are subsets of mother set, that is universal set, that is capital R, real number set. Real number set nothing but every number from minus infinity set which is denoted by capital R, which is denoted by capital R. Capital R. So this is the first topic in PUC and subset definition already completed. Next co-prime. Next co-prime. Prime numbers completed. Next definition, co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers. It's a very simple. You know about GCD or HCF. Means both are same. Greatest common divisor or highest common factor. Divisor or factor, both are same. Divisor, factor, multiple, all are same. Greatest common divisor or highest common factor. See, what is the definition of the co-prime numbers? Take two natural numbers, some x and y. X may be 1, y may be 2. X may be 2, y may be 3. Any two natural numbers. X and y, any two natural numbers. Then the GCD of x and y is exactly 1. What is the meaning of GCD? Greatest common divisors. Common divisors of x and y is exactly 1. Then these two naturals are called co-prime numbers. First of all, common factors means, you see, what are the factors for 4? 1 is the factor, 2 is the factor, 4 is the factor. Next, what are the factors of 6? 1, 2, 3, 6. What are the common factors of 4 and 6? What are the common factors? 1 is the common factor to both. 2 is also a common factor. So that is the meaning of common factors. We write all the factors and we can pick common. So the greatest common divisor of two numbers is 1. Common divisor is 1. Then the two natural numbers are called co-prime numbers. For example, in place of x you take one natural number. You can take any one. 1. In place of y I will take 2. What about 1 and 2? These two numbers are co-prime or not? Yes, co-prime. Why? Because how many factors exist for 1? 1. How many factors exist for 2? 1 and 2. What is the common factor? 1. Therefore, common factor of any two, greatest common factor of two natural numbers is 1. Then the two natural numbers are called co-prime. If you take 2 and 4, these two are not co-prime numbers. Why? Because what are the factors for 2? 1, 2. What are the factors for 2? 1, 2, 4. Now tell me, greatest common divisor, greatest and also common. Greatest and common you tell. Of course, 1 is also common, but compared to 1, 2 is the greatest, otherwise highest. So 2 is the greatest common divisor. But definition is what? Greatest common divisor of two naturals is exactly 1. Then only the two natural numbers are co-prime. Otherwise, the two numbers are not co-prime. Here take 2. Next one you take 5. That means one is composite number, another one is prime number. Automatically their common cofactor, otherwise highest common factor is no doubt is exactly 1. Then the two numbers are called co-prime. You can take a single digit or double digit also, no problem. 99 or 100. 99 is how many factors for 99? How many factors for 99? 1, 3, 11, 9, 11. Next itself 99. Here 100. How many factors for 100? 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 also. Even 20 also. Finally 100. You pick common and highest one. What is the common and highest one? One only. Highest and common one only. So it's very clear. Two continuous natural numbers are co-prime. No problem. For example, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6. Next one. 6, 7, 7, 8. These are all co-prime. Continuous two natural numbers are co-prime. Why? Because one is the prime number, automatically another one is the composite number. here 6 is the prime, 7 is the 6 is the composite, 7 is the prime. Here 7 is the prime, 8 is the composite. No doubt their common divisor or the highest common factor is 1. Then these two numbers are called co-prime numbers. Co-prime